Everyone surviving so far. Oh, they are not getting hit.
Look at goes forward, what a move! That's some late braking, and that's what you want to see. Lots of pressure put on the McLaren driver, but he's dealing with it like a boss.
Hello and welcome guys to the stream. Hope everyone is doing well. Tonight will just be a short one because I'm going to be moving my rig. I've got to move my rig tonight. So just going to do an hour or so, just do this session, and then that'll be us for tonight. So we'll load up the setup from where we left off yesterday. and just see if we can get into the 41s low to mid would be good tonight, just in this session. So we'll just go out, get some banker laps in, see what we can do. Car felt pretty good when we left it yesterday, so we'll see what we can do. Car does feel really nice at the moment. Maybe a slight bit of under rotation on the throttle, but apart from that, it seems quite good. The braking feels a lot better as well after the setup changes we made. Because that was one thing I noticed, was that because I'm so used to the Porsche now as well, I didn't like the braking at all, but much better at the moment. Need to trail brake a bit more into turn 1. That left-hander, really nice rotation through there. This right-hander is just a touch of the brakes on the throttle as soon as you see the exit curb, although I had the wrong line there. Turned in too early on the entry. Completely messed that one up. Definitely need to use all that curb on the left. Opens up the right hander so much more. Okay, let's try to get a good lap together without invalidating it this time. Too deep into the first corner on the brakes. Valid, but way too deep into the first corner. This will definitely be a slow lap after that first sector. Yeah, super slow in the first sector, I just saw the split time. Oh, that was slightly over. Hi Luca, I'm good, how's you? was a very slow lap with those mistakes I made. Again, far too deep into the first corner. It's it feels awful in the braking compared to the Porsche. So I'm so used to driving the Porsche here, I just really need to get used to the braking there. Just drove your first laps in Imola. I really like Imola. I won't be practicing till Sunday or Monday because I'm standing in for an old friend for a Bathurst race on Saturday. So tomorrow and Friday I'll do a bit of practice for that, but I'm moving my rig as well to a different room in the house, so I'm probably going to move that tonight or tomorrow night. So I'm just doing like an hour stream tonight, just doing till the end of this session, just a short one. But yeah, I'll probably start practicing on Sunday for Imola. It's a good track for the Porsche. I'm not sure how the Ferrari is at Imola. I don't think I drove it at Imola. BMW is the best car at Imola, I think. Mercedes is quick. The new McLaren is quite quick at Imola as well, I think. But I think BMW is the best. I was looking at the AOR hot laps and I think the Porsche is fairly good. How do you find it in the Ferrari? Is it alright to drive, or do you need to put a lot of work into the setup? Because setups, especially dampers at Imola, make such a difference. I think there was like one BMW in the entire series. Because I was fighting with it during the race. But I don't think they did very well, because I think we nearly lapped them by the end. So I think they had problems in Nürburgring. But I think there is I think there's only one BMW team in the entire series, which is surprising. Usually BMWs are a lot more popular. Come on, give me that 41. Ah, nah. Terrible. Terrible final sector. Slow up there. Yeah, one team. I thought it was just one. So how are you finding the Ferrari at Imola? Good or bad? That's good. I think the Ferrari is fairly competitive at Imola. See how you get on. I haven't checked the official server either, if it's going to be a wet and dry or if it's just going to be dry. Although in round 1, every practice server I was in was wet, so I built a balanced setup. and then it didn't rain until the final 20 minutes, and we were all on dry tires anyway. So I don't really trust the practice server anymore. But I think the Porsche is quite good in the wet, so you don't have to change much on the setup to make it decent in the wet. That's a site of fuel. I was too busy talking and look at the fuel tank. Right. Also, soon I will be getting a custom go-karting suit, which will be very nice. I just emailed them today or tonight, sent over the logos and stuff, so we'll see what we can do, because I can't remember how long it says it takes, but they're going to make the suit design, and then they're going to send the suit design to me, and I'm going to send it to the sponsors, get it checked, and then I'm going to order it, and then it's going to be made. So it might take like a month and a half to actually get the suit, but it should be pretty good once we get it. Oh, no worries, Luca. I need to build now again, setup perfect for me, because I only built one setup in ACC, and that was a simple artwork. Yeah, setups are very important on ACC. I noticed on Race Room, setups didn't seem to be as important, but on ACC, setups are super important. They make such a difference, especially on an endurance race for tyre wear and things like that. One of my best endurance races that I did with Luciano was in Barcelona, and we were expecting really bad tyre wear, but we got a really good setup together, and we were actually really quick. So the setup makes such a difference, because we were really good for tyre wear and things like that, even though we were in the Porsche and it was Barcelona. Luciano did 2 hours without any tyre graining. It was insane. So let's go for another quali run and see if we can find a bit more time. I haven't adjusted the setup since where we left it yesterday. You have your setup helper, very nice. Yeah, if you got someone experienced, or you've got some sort of software to help you with setups, that's good. I just do it by how the car feels. The only thing I use software for when setting up a car is Motec, just for the dampers. But apart from that, I pretty much just do it on how the car feels, and obviously the lap times, if it improves the lap times or not. There is a Discord, isn't there, where you can type in a chat command and it gives you a setup tip, doesn't it? I haven't used it personally, but I have seen something like that. There was one, I think it was in PLR, that had it so you could say what your setup problem was and it showed you how to fix it, or it told you what value to adjust. And that was quite good. But I never actually used it, to be honest. Yeah, they do work. They work really well if you're starting with setups. I just found that I didn't really need to use it. But if you're just learning with the setups, it's really good for starting. Does some sort of software like that. Like I said just now, the only software I use is just Motec. For building a setup. Everything else I just do off of feeling, really. I think I'll do another 2 laps and then I'm going to adjust something. Just see if I can get a little bit more rotation. in the medium speed corners, especially off throttle. I'd like a bit more rotation off throttle. On throttle it seems quite good, but when I'm not on the throttle it seems to not have the best rotation. Rotation on the brakes is quite good. Just whenever I'm coasting I'm lacking a bit of rotation. That was much better hairpin. Didn't go super deep as I did last time. Oh, didn't use the exit there. Too hard on the brakes. Should have used more of the trap. Second gear works quite well on the McLaren there. Quite stable. Still need to find quite a bit of time here. Oh, I binned it completely. I've done that so many times on turn 1, just completely over-rotated the car. Right. Let me just try adding a bit more caster. One click more wing. A bit more bump stop range on the front. And what else? Increase the bump stop rate on the rear and the anti-roll bar. Decrease the bump stop range by one click. And yeah, that should be okay. I'm gonna go positive toe on the rear. And oops, and try that. So my mate, I have to go now again. Got to get up at 6 tomorrow because of school. Oh, no worries, Luca. I think I'll be up quite early tomorrow as well, actually, because I've got work. But yeah, I'll do it to the end of the session, and I'm gonna go move my rig, and then yeah, that should be good. Hopefully, I would like to get it all moved by tomorrow night, so that I can practice for the Saturday race. Because I'm standing in for SLR Davy, because he's basically got 9 hours of stints that need done for Bathurst 12 hours, and it's only him available. His other teammate can only do the final 3 hours or something, so I'm going to be standing in, so that should be good. Obviously I'm going to have nowhere near as much practice as I usually would, and it's the BMW M4, so I'm not expecting the pace to be good, but it should be fun. Bathurst 12 hour, because I wanted to do one for a while. An endurance race at Bathurst. Last sprint race I did at Bathurst didn't go very well, but hopefully the setup's a bit better than that. Because that one didn't like the curbs at all. What was that? Wouldn't let me accelerate as soon as I touched the grass. Thought I had enough grip there to accelerate and just immediately spun. That was embarrassing. Let's see if these setup changes work though, because definitely quicker than we were yesterday on the same setup. So the lines are a bit better. I would like to see if those few setup adjustments can get us into the 41s, because we've done a 42 flat, so we at least want to be in the 41s. I think the fastest lap on Popple meter is a 41.3, so ideally we need a 140. So if I basically could find like 1.2 seconds, 1.3 seconds, that would be ideal. Basically where that Ferrari is 1.3 quicker than us. If I can find 1.3 seconds, that would be ideal. But we only started with this setup last night and just did two or 3 hours, so we'll see what we can do over the next wee while. Because we'll be practicing for the race on Saturday and the other race we've got coming up as well next Saturday. Because we've got standing in for the race on Saturday. Oh, come on Saturday this week, and then we've got next week as well. We've got an endurance race, so we've got quite a few coming up. Really hate that hairpin in this car. Don't know why, but I just always come off the brakes too quickly and it snaps. In the Porsche it's really nice in turn 1 because of the braking. It's so nice in the Porsche, but I'm really struggling with the brakes in the McLaren in turn 1. I don't understand why. I think I'm just coming off them too quickly. But the rest of the track, it's absolutely fine. It's just that turn 1. Okay, let's see what we can do now. The tyres are nice up to pressure. Try not to bend the first corner, Cody. A little bit too close to the curb there on turn 1. Lost a little bit of time, not much. Ah, that rotation was much better on the left-hander there. My line was wrong because we lost a bit of time, but I felt much better there. See here as well, that feels a bit better, a bit quicker as well through that right-hander. Ah, I was too late on the brakes. Nice line through there. A little bit slow on the entry, but the line was good. Really nice stability on the hairpin. Could have been later on the brakes, so I think it was a bit early on the brakes. Oh, rotation way better on that right hander there. Final corner wasn't really good. Right, let's go again. Car definitely felt better in some of those corners. I just need to adjust my driving to it. A little bit of time, just touched the grass there and lost it. That was not a very good line through the hairpin at all. Second gear any better there? Maybe if I try and carry a bit more speed through it. Same there, I think second gear is better than first. In the Porsche, first is better. But then Porsche has really good acceleration, so maybe in the McLaren second gear is better there. Try that on the next lap. Second gear through both those corners. I found a little bit of time that lap and then lost it again. Oh, I messed up. Locked up the wheel on the braking. Let's try this again. That's terrible first sector. Yeah, let's return to garage. This is not a very good lap. Right, let me have a look at something else with the setup that definitely felt a little bit better, but not sure. Let me just try. What I did there was just lower the front spring rate, see if that works. Right, let's go out, try this. Hoping this is a little bit better. Thing is, the car doesn't feel particularly bad or anything, it's just either I'm driving it slow or the setup is slow. But either way, I'm way off the pace compared to what I am in the Porsche, and the McLaren seems to be fairly quick here, so it's most definitely just my driving and a bit of the setup, but I think most of it is my driving. But I'm fairly competitive in the Porsche, I just seem to be quite off the pace in the McLaren, so we need to find some pace here. The tyre pressures might not be high enough for the next lap, but we'll still push anyway. Well, that rotation was good. Not an ideal first sector. The tyre pressures are a bit low, to be fair, for this lap. Oh, see, whenever I come off the brakes on a hard braking zone, it just snaps to the inside. As soon as I come off the brakes too quickly, it just snaps. It's so frustrating. Like, you obviously expect a little bit of oversteer, but it's just, if you come off the brakes too quickly, it just spins. It's not like it oversteers, it just spins on the spot. But it's only in the hairpin, so it's like the really hard braking zone. If I come off the brakes too quickly with this one, with this car, it just snaps. It might be the setup, but I think it's just the braking with the McLaren. Oh, I missed that as well. Right, let's try this again. Wasn't quick middle sector either. Nah, oh, come on. I'm gonna reverse this out, change I made, because it's not liking it at all. And what else could I do to give more rotation? Right, let's try this. I've reversed the first one, that adjustment I made with the softening the front, and instead I've stiffened up the front but also the rear slightly. So let's see if this works. Just hate the braking of this car. Just because I'm so used to the Porsche braking now. Just need to get reacquainted with the McLaren braking. Okay, the outlap with that felt better, so let's see what we can do. Wrong line through there. Definitely a bit of time through the S. Oh, the hairpin again. Okay, let's try now. The pressures are up. See if I can get a lap together here. Come on. It's just frustrating now. It's just when I come off the brakes too quick, it just spins. It's not like it oversteers and gives you a nice turn in, it just spins on the spot. It's like it loads up the car when you brake and then you lift off and it just snaps with this car. I'm not sure if it's the setup because it didn't seem like to do this when I was on the default setup. So I think it's the amount of rotation I've put into the setup that if you come off the brakes too quickly, it's just gone. But like there, the rotation on the brake, I missed the apex slightly, but the actual rotation it gave was perfect. Gave that nice bit of slip angle. It's just the hairpins that I absolutely hate it. The rest of the track, it feels great, to be honest. just need to find a little bit more pace, but the rest of the track feels great, but I'm losing so much time just in these hairpins. But there's 3, maybe the final corner is tight, but it's not really a hairpin. But there's at least 2 hairpins on this track. So really need to get the hairpin line sorted. Right, let's go again. Again, I'm not sure if I'm on the brakes too late there or too early. It felt like I was on the brakes too early because I had to actually go on the throttle just before the apex. There we go, that felt good. A little bit slow. Okay. 2 laps of fuel. I have no words. I cannot get that hairpin right. Come on. I either brake too early and go on the throttle, I brake too late, or I think I brake perfectly and let go of the brakes too quickly. Cannot get that right. In the Porsche, it's fantastic, but I'm just struggling with McLaren internal for some reason. Well, that was found a little bit of time in that right-hander there. Invalid. A little bit too much curve on the apex, just bumped me a bit too wide. Come on. Try 54 too, brake less. Bit of rotation and slip angle.
Losing time in sector 2.
Finally on par in sector 1, not quick though, just neck and neck on the delta. If I get this corner right, I think there was about a 10th in it last lap. Don't think I got it much quicker though. Bit of time in the S. Nah, wrong line there. I tried to take a late apex, but that was far too late, I think. You do need a late apex there, but that was too late. Too late on the brakes again, come on. Right, I think we have time for one final quali run. It's been a bit of a disappointing session, I can't lie. It's been a bit frustrating. Right, let's try this again with some fresh tires. And one more setup adjustment. Right, final run. Let's see if we can improve at all. Do this as our final quali run. I think there's definitely time in the lap. I mean, like the world record on this is a 1:39.8, so we're like 2 seconds off the world record, which is quite a lot compared to we're usually like when I do hot laps, usually like 7/10 off the world record. So we're like basically 1.3 seconds off our usual pace. So definitely not very quick in the McLaren at the moment, but let's see if we can find a bit more time with that set adjustment. I've just stiffened the front slightly, and I'm hoping with 54 brake bias as well that stops the front snapping so much. Definitely feels better on the outlap, but it's hard to tell because you're not quite out racing speed on the outlap, but definitely feels better so far. So let's see, 7 minutes to go. Next lap the tyres will still be heating up a bit, but it's a good test still to see if that setup has worked. I think it has, judging by the outlap, but we'll see. Definitely better. I was a little bit late on the brakes there with slightly colder tyres, but that definitely felt better. Let's see what lap times we can do on the next one. Okay, let's try that again. Tires are warmed up now. Turned in too early. If I can adjust my driving to it, this definitely feels better. I basically just stiffened up the front a bit and it definitely feels better. I just need to find some more pace with it because it does feel quite a bit different to drive. So if I can just adjust the driving, then I think this should be quite good. How is the next lap allowed? Look at the delta, I didn't gain any time from going wide there. Whatsoever. This will probably be my first decent lap and it's invalid or something. Knowing my luck. Come on. There we go. Well, actually a bit slower touching that grass though. Definitely timing that right hander there, turn 4. Oh, too late on the brakes. Right, final lap. I think we'll get, we'll get one final lap of this session. Setup feels better, but I need to spend a bit of time adjusting my driving to it because it is definitely quite a bit different to drive. I'm just going to continue for the final lap. Goodness me. Just tried to push a little bit too hard for that one. Tires are overheated now. Oh, see if we can improve on the final lap. Very doubtful with the current rear tire pressure. Yeah, tires are wrecked. Don't have enough time for another lap in this session. Right, I think I haven't really found any time with those setup adjustments, in all honesty. Best just to stick with the original setup. I'm just going to name this to slow because I think it's slower than the setup I made yesterday. It just, I don't know, it just feels slow. But I'm struggling with the braking, so I need to work on the braking, but in the McLaren. I need to get used to it because I used to really like the McLaren and be fairly competitive in it, but I just don't drive it very much anymore and I need to get used to it again. but we've got that race on Saturday now, so I'll be focusing on that tomorrow and Friday, so I won't really get much done of the Kailami data pack for the next week or two, unfortunately. But yeah, I do apologise about that, guys. I thought I would just jump on for an hour and do a bit more hot lapping. Definitely quicker than yesterday, but still I wanted to improve the setup a bit there, and I don't think I managed to find much. So we'll see what we can do tomorrow, and hopefully find a bit of time. But I'm not sure when the next stream will be. I'll maybe stream Friday, but I am working, so it just depends what time I get home, to be honest. But definitely streaming on Saturday. I'll post on the Instagram what time, because I have no idea what time I'll be driving yet. I won't be streaming the whole race. I'll just stream my stints, or like from where my stints start, because I'm just standing in, so I won't be streaming everything, just my stints. But yeah, as always, guys, thank you for watching. Do apologise for it just being a short one tonight, but I've got to move my rig and that. But yeah, as always, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and see you again next time.